26 metal children all stood in a circle looking outwards. It is vital that the statues remain submerged in water. Whatever happens, you do not want the statues to start moving or for the water to drain. If that happens, well, you'd better hope that there is a member of the Foundation around to initiate Protocol Tempest. Hello and welcome back to Life's Biggest Questions. I'm your host Rebecca Felgate, and today I'm asking, what if SCP-1451 was real? Before we get into this video, I want to ask you guys what the weirdest thing you have ever found underwater is, or the weirdest thing you've ever seen washed up on a beach. I think for me, the worst is just freaky seaweed, but I am creeped out by seaweed. I know a few of you though do have some crazy stories, so I'm absolutely all ears in the comments section. Also, while you're down there, please do leave a thumbs up on this video and share it with a friend. Also, stick around to the end of the video where I'll be reading comments from a previous one. So SCP-1451 is one of the lesser known SCPs in the Foundation. It is a circle of 26 metal children varying in height between 1.32 and 1.43 meters. The children are all holding hands and facing outwards in the formation. Most of the time the formation is still, but they can begin to show signs of activity by raising their hands and emitting bubbles from their mouths. When an object weighing more than 40 grams enters their circle, the SCP break the circle and destroy the item, using martial arts and pressure points as a team. Creepy children statue teamwork. It seems once the object has been eliminated, the SCP returns to its original formation. The SCP is classed as Euclid, which means its behavior can't be accurately predicted. Side note, there is a great guide to the SCP Foundation by Redditor TastyOrange112 that I want to show you guys now, just because we do a lot of SCP Foundation videos. As you can see, Kita is not looking so good, and Euclid, what is happening? We just don't know, which actually kinda makes it scarier. It's unpredictable. The unpredictability of this SCP not only makes it hard for the SCP Foundation to predict it, but also for us humble folk here at Life's Biggest Questions to talk about it. But here goes. Firstly, it sounds like anything that weighs more than a garlic bulb is at risk of total and complete destruction by the circle, which means it needs to be guarded from afar. Concerningly, the Foundation suggests that the SCP isn't a one-time only deal. There may be others out there. In fact, let me read you a quick excerpt from the Foundation notes. Many instances of SCP-1451 remain at large in the ocean, and it's important to note that, so far, only a small minority of SCP-1451 have actually been captured and logged. It is important that the Foundation secure as many instances of SCP-1451 as possible to maintain public safety and normalcy. However, the species itself appears to be extremely rare. The only areas where incidences of SCP-1451 have been located and captured are the following: the Bermuda Triangle, the Caribbean Sea, and the Indian Ocean. Okay, so for me, this raises a few flags. Perhaps there is indeed an SCP-1451 lurking near the Bermuda Triangle, and the reason why so many strange occurrences have happened in that area is because of it, and moreover, why so many vessels have disappeared without a trace. Could it be because they were destroyed at the hand of SCP-1451? Also, note the lack of recent years Bermuda Triangle disappearances. Does that mean that this particular SCP down there has now been captured? Is the Bermuda Triangle safe again? Also, could this be what happened to Flight MH370 after all? The plane went down in the Indian Ocean, but it's never been found. Isn't that weird? If it were real and there were others out there, wouldn't that be like a pretty big incentive to stay out of the ocean forever? I would absolutely not be taking a trip to Mexico's Museo Subaquático de Arte, an underwater sculpture park with 500 statues. Underwater statues, bad. Cause like, why risk it? Wouldn't we all basically be alright if we just stuck to the shore and bodies of water that we could see to the bottom of? No surprise child circle of death in this pool? Cool, I guess I'll go for a dip. Can't see the bottom? Oh hell no. I'll just stay out of the water. Simple. But like, what if they can attract things into the circle? The SCP Foundation notes seem to suggest as much, so maybe we'll be swimming over one and it'll just get sucked down to the murky depths. Uh-oh. But is it so simple? While we may all be alright avoiding dark, murky depths and statue circles, the fact that this SCP exists is a problem. The fact that all SCPs exist in this reality would be a problem too. While this variant is Euclid, there are plenty of other Kita-class beasties that we should be worried about, although that is a wider question of what would we do if the whole SCP Foundation was real. For now, let's just circle back to 1451. There'd be a lot of questions which would need to be answered. Why are they all metal children? Are they living entities? cavities. They sometimes produce oxygen bubbles, so that must mean that they're breathing. What do they want? Why do they have to destroy objects larger than 40 grams that enter their circle? And what happens to that object or entity when it's destroyed? They leave it with no trace, so where does it go? Do they eat it? Do they send it to some kind of other parallel dimension? If so, where is it? What's going on? What I'm getting at here is that we would need more information on SCP-1451 if it were real. We simply don't know enough about what it is, why it is, and what it wants. If it were real, I guess the majority of us would know nothing about it, it'd be kept under wraps. But the Foundation would be working away in the background to solve some of the world's biggest mysteries. And hey, who's to say the SCP isn't real for sure? The ocean is a deep, dark place, a deep, dark, and largely unexplored place. We have explored more of outer space than we have our own ocean, so maybe, just maybe, there is a secret menace lurking, and maybe it's worse than SCP-1451. Okay, that is that. If you like this video, please do leave it a thumbs up, and also please do let me know what you think would happen if SCP-1451 was real. Also, do let me know if you've ever seen anything scary underwater or washed up on a beach. Before I go, I want to read some comments from What If Africa Broke Apart, which, as you now know after watching the video, is actually happening. Dagon Ward said, Africa exists. Tectonic plates. I'm about to end this whole continent's career. Nah, that made me laugh out loud. Wyan Pack said, what if Rebecca Felgate conquered Antarctica? Ooh, Queen of the South Pole, I like it. Also, penguins. Yay, I stan. Chasen Brown said, Rebecca, I know the continents are splitting apart. Do you ever think that eventually they'll converge back together to form a second Pangea? Ooh, I like this. Pangea the remake. Pangea 2.0. I'm here for it, but drought. I think there would be a lot of drought. Okay, that is that. If you like this video, do make sure you leave a good thumbs up on it and share it with a friend. If you want to stay up to date with big answers, then do make sure you click on that notification bell. For now, I'm your host Rebecca Felgate. I'll catch you in the next video, but until then, stay curious, stay alert, and never ever stop questioning.